So as long as they safely reach the end of the airstream without hitting anything, they won't actually gather heat off of it, which is useful. So once again here, I've already had it, so they get blown into the room here. And what I'm going to do is what I like to call a corridor of doors, or even if you really want to be really annoying, I like to call it a door, which once again is really cheap, but it works. What you do is you build a section, and then you just start blocking off 2x2 areas. So I'm going to cut this off here. 2x2, 2x2. And what this does is you just fill it all with a bunch of doors. And they're going to sit there playing with the doors. And what you do is you make them all level 3 or higher. That way the agents want to go snoop in them, see what's in them. And you just layer it all full of doors, and it distracts them. I'll build this up here too. I can place a couple doors in there. But the first thing I want to do is go ahead and build my one tall corridor to make sure they get funneled into it. Now this kind of thing here does eat up a good amount of power, and one thing I like to do is, since these areas here are 2x2, in between all the doors, later once I build a freak trigger, I'll put in what's it called? Nerve gas traps. Nerve gas traps attack smarts, and with a freak trigger, just have a bunch of pressure pads in a room with a couple freaks walking around, and it'll trigger them. It'll trigger all of them completely at random. So it'll keep all of the guys essentially stupefied. Now it's not quite an uber trap because it's not perfect. They will have moments of consciousness, but it's more effective than it's a little more effective than than just having the doors themselves, because it allows the I'm just going to have to cancel right here. It does allow for the them to be distracted a little easier than, especially if you can keep using traps like this to keep them essentially shepherded in there. Now we don't need these guys anymore, so we're going to go ahead and kill them. Because once again, I'm not going to be going and stealing. Now that automatically unlocks my freezer, and as soon as all of them are dead, the maid's going to arrive on the island. I'm also going to unlock my armory. And task complete now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move these body bags outside. Come on, move. There you go. Now when you're placing a body bag to move, you have to right-click the target location in order for it to work. Just so you know. The reason I'm moving these body bags is because body bags give off a bad aura that actually saps your minion's smartness and attention when they're around it. And so moving them outside the base where the minions really aren't most likely going to go, that way they're not going to be affected by it too much. So now I'm going to build my armory. I don't know why, but I like to always be a little frugal with my armory designs. I like them pretty. I like a pretty armory. Don't ask why. There you go. Oops, I'm uneven. Let's cut that piece out. And then what I'm going to do is later I'm going to add on a jail here with 4 holding cells in it. It'll be fun. fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. What I'm going to do is... Where's my armory again? You take Armory, and you put 4 armory slots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Oh, right, I forgot about that. You gotta make each one individually. That's one thing I do hate about the game. Is you can't make a segmented room, even if you're intending to connect it later. You have to build each piece of the room individually. I better put 2... Yeah. 2 pieces. Like that. Sorry, I had a bit of an interruption there. So you have to build each piece individually, but once we do... Armory... Now, I want to leave a 2-space gap here because I intend to put some corridor in there. And if you do it this way, it puts a nice little bar around the very top of the area, and it almost looks like an actual jail. So I want a corridor to go in between, like that, with enough space for a door. And then an additional bit of corridor to go this way. And that's going to be our jail. Now, at the back here, you know, I don't know where I'm going to put it. Where am I going to put it? Right here. I can do it right here. I'm going to put a freezer in here. Doesn't need to be too big. Now we're going to put some freezer racks in there. Now, freezer racks are kind of unique in the fact that they are 1 by 3, but only this middle spot here needs to be accessible, which means you can stack them. Oh, geez, I'm not going to have quite enough room to do it that way. I'll do it this way then. Stack them in a U shape like this, and that allows you to put in more of them. So I'm going to put, oops, move that. And then we're just going to cancel this little bit here. That's just spare space. You know what? I'm going to leave it so I can put the totem pole pieces there. Now we're going to want to put a door on it, because we don't want any snoopy agents getting in there. I was going to put up a door here. Actually, let's pause this. And we're just going to move it a little bit closer, save a little bit extra space. So you know what, just cancel. Wait a second. You know, on second thought, no, we're not going to do that because I'm going to want to put a little bit extra armory for gun control. Actually, I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this by 1 piece. Come on, click. That way I can put a camera in there. That way if anybody escapes, I'll know about it. Now, oops, I just want to put a little bit extra armory here, so I have a place to store my gun racks. So we're going to go ahead and unpause that. Now I'm going to put a door in here. See what I mean? I like to have pretty rooms. We all like pretty rooms. And once again, I had totally completely forgot about this. Ah, crap. I was supposed to put barracks there, not corridor. Okay. Now, I'm going to get to work on my I like to call it a mega barracks. It's I'm sure some other people came up with the same design, but I was the one who developed this. Like, I've never seen it before until I developed it, but I'm sure there has been other people to do this. Now what I do is I take a big barracks, and then I cut out all except for 3 by 3, like so. You know, I can make it 2 at the top and bottom. So 3 here, 2 here, 3 here, 2 here. And what that allows is I can stack it full of lockers and leave the inside to put, you know, staff room and stuff like that in there. Oops, that was cap locks, not shift. So start stacking your lockers in here, just like that. I was going to have these ones pointing outwards. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually cancel this one and this one for reasons you'll see. No, it hasn't. Open your eyes, woman. Okay, so stack in like that, and we're also going to stack some on the side here. As you can see, every last one is accessible, and that's going to give me, you know, a good amount of space. It's not going to max out my minion capacity, but that's okay. Now we're going to cancel this one.